Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we're going to be talking about Apex Legends coming to Netflix, and there's no better place to do that than the Netflix headquarters itself. Along with that, I wanted to let you guys know I will be starting a secondary channel where I will be covering all video game news, not just Apex. Don't worry, the Apex channel isn't going anywhere, but the first couple thousand subscribers will be entered into a giveaway where you will be able to earn some Apex coins. I'll leave a pinned link in the comment down below, and you guys can go ahead and check it out, and I hope you enjoy it. But now let's talk about that Netflix series.
So one really key thing to go over before we get too far into this is that Apex Legends, out of all the other battle royales out there, is incredibly story driven, especially for a live service game that has lasted about 3 years at this point, and it owes a ton of that to the Titanfall series. Without Titanfall building up this incredible world, the story of Apex Legends is non-existent and it becomes just another battle royale. But just because Apex Legends has built a great world and a fantastic set of characters, does that really mean that Netflix is willing to take a chance and a gamble on a video game property? Well, the answer is a no-brainer, duh. And while it seems like we have a lot of rumors spreading around about the Netflix adaptation and things from developers that seem to indicate that it is coming, no one actually seems to be looking at Netflix's new business model, which gives a ton of insight. You see, back in June of this year, Netflix was reporting that it had its worst slowdown in subscriber growth in 8 years as the pandemic was ending with COVID and people were no longer watching. However, it was going to add a new attraction. You see, Netflix formally told investors officially in a statement that they are moving into the video game category and will actually be creating some of their own video games. But you can't really move from a streaming video service over to video games without a little bit of a connecting link there. Without that connecting link, it's like McDonald's saying we're not selling enough McDoubles, so now we're going to start selling mobile phones. By the way, if the McPhone becomes a thing, I totally got copyright on that. And a lot of people are aware of the current links that they're building, such as the Arcane League of Legends series they just added, the Witcher series, the Castlevania, and so many more, but people aren't aware of what they've actually confirmed is coming to Netflix. Netflix is adding video game series such as Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, a live-action Resident Evil, Assassin's Creed, Splinter Cell, Cyberpunk, Devil May Cry, The Division, Final Fantasy, and yes, the Cuphead show. But here's the part where it connects to Apex Legends, because back in Season 6, which was August 2020, Chad Greener was asked by Games Radar about a upcoming Netflix series if there was ever going to be anything happening. And Chad Greener said that they would love to do one, but there has been no word, no one's approached them, and if they ever were approached, they'd be fine doing it, but right now they're focused on the game. So at this point, it becomes very clear that nothing is going on and nothing's in the works. Now, a year later, Ryan K. Rigney, the former director of communications, is asked about a Netflix Amazon Prime TV series, and he just gives the silent emoji, which, you know, one, gives off the vibe of a non-disclosure agreement that something's in the works, but he can't talk about it. But that also coincides with the exact timing of Netflix making the announcement they're moving into video game properties. It's also worth noting that a website called We Got This Covered, which I do want to be very clear about, does do a bit of rumor mill and speculation, did state that they had a source that claimed Apex Legends was in production. And that's a pretty huge coincidence from saying we aren't having anything in the works to then saying I can't say anything about it right as Netflix is telling everyone we're moving into this industry and here's a bunch of titles we have coming.
Let me know down in the comments below, are you guys excited for a Netflix series or do you prefer just to play the game? Until next time, Legends, keep slaying in the Outlands and I'll chill with you out there.